Hello guys, welcome back to another important topic, telepsychiatry. Okay, telepsychiatry. Important topic for your paper 4 and paper 3. Okay, just remember that what you need to know. You need to know the basics. If someone asks you in the Viva about communication, telemedicine, you should know about that. Then you need to know about the models of telepsychiatry. This is the short note actually, the models of telepsychiatry in India. And you need to know the telepsychiatry guidelines. So guidelines, not all the guidelines. If you want, you can read. If at your institute they are very focused on telepsychiatry, then they can ask you about the guidelines. But here we will see everything in short. Okay. So let's begin with the topic of telepsychiatry. So first, before going to telepsychiatry, let's see what is telemedicine. Telemedicine. Okay. So made of two words, medicine and tele. So it is the practice of medical care using what all does it use? It uses interactive audio, video and data communication. Okay. And this is used in many medical fields like skin, ortho, psychiatry, radio, medicine, pathology. Okay, we are more concerned with our field, that is psychiatry. Okay, and this use of telemedicine in psychiatry is known as telepsychiatry. Telepsychiatry is active in the Western world, but in India or other developing nations, still in the primitive stages. Use also and formation also. Okay. So let's come to the main topic, that is telepsychiatry. Telepsychiatry is also known as telemental health or e-mental health. The definition is, it is the use of ICT, information and communication technology. It is the use of ICT to provide psychiatric services. So it is the use of information and communication technology to provide the psychiatric services. Okay. First time this was first used by Dwyer in 1978 when it provided the consultation service from the Massachusetts General Hospital to Boston. So it was used in 1978 by Dwyer for the first time when he provided consultation services from the Massachusetts General Hospital to Boston. Okay. Now you understand telepsychiatry basics. Okay. Then what are the modes of communication in telepsychiatry? Modes of communication in telepsychiatry. See, there can be two modes of communication mainly, either synchronous, asynchronous. Synchronous is also known as interactive. Asynchronous is also known as store and forward communication. So what is synchronous? Synchronous is that we the basic that we understand about telepsychiatry is the synchronous telepsychiatry. There will be a monitor here at one place, then there will be monitor at a distant place. Here we have the patient in front of the monitor, here we have the mental health professional in the front of the monitor, okay, and they are having a discussion in the real time. It is live, it is a two-way discussion, it is a live or a two-way discussion. This is your synchronous. And the main thing here is that it requires both the parties to be present at the same time, then only it can be synchronous. Okay, it can be synchronous. Then the asynchronous. What do you mean by asynchronous or store and forward? See, the patient comes here, gives the information to a person who stores the information, and via email, it transfers the information later to the mental health professional via email or application. Okay. So here it is not live, not real time, it is not two-way, okay, and it does not require both the parties to be present at the same time. Okay, so there will be a person between the patient and the mental health professional. This person, the main thing is that he will acquire the information from the patient and then give to the mental health professional. Okay, here you require both the parties to be present at the same time. Okay, both the parties present at the same time. This can be done via telephone, via a VC. This is done via email or application. Okay, so what is the advantage here in the interactive? What is the advantage? It mimics face-to-face interaction. So it seems like a real interaction, a face-to-face interaction, and the person gets the immediate response to his treatment, to his queries. The person gets an immediate response. But what is the limitation? That the quality of conversation will be dependent on the quality of technology used. Okay, how good is the internet, how good is the monitor screen, etc. Okay, understood. What are the models of communication? Synchronous and asynchronous. The synchronous means the patient and the person, they are like having the face-to-face communication, which mimics the face-to-face communication. The patient is sitting in front of his monitor, the mental health professional is sitting in front of his monitor, and in real time they are having a conversation with each other. The asynchronous, the person will come to another person who will be at a bay, okay, and at a place, and there this patient will give his information, what all symptoms he is having, and this person will acquire the information, store the information, and then forward the information to the mental health professionals. And that is why it is known as store and forward communication. Fine. Now coming to the applications of telepsychiatry. So very easy. The applications is that it helps in the direct case management and contact, consultation, helps in the education, awareness, okay, helps in diagnosis, helps in follow-up, helps in psychotherapy, then can help in the neuropsychiatric aspects of other disorders. Okay, you can diagnose, if the person has some skin lesion, let's say, okay, and then despite the dermat management, the lesion is not going away, so, and the psychiatric consultation is taken, so it can help you with those neuropsychiatric aspects, or neuropsychiatric aspects of stroke, of Parkinson's, these things the telepsychiatry thing can help you with. And one of the most important part is crisis management. Crisis management. If the patient is a distant patient, he lives far away and he cannot come to the for the follow-up, then it can help you with that. Fine. The very easy, the general knowledge about the telepsychiatry applications you can write. Okay.